Hello, everybody. How is everybody doing? Guys, can you hear me? Hopefully, you guys can hear me. Let me check this stuff again. Make sure nothing's turned off. Just let me know if you guys can hear me okay. I hope so. Just let me know in the chat if you can hear me or not. Can you hear? Hello, I can hear you. All right. We are good to go. Let's see who's come to hang out with us and play with some miniatures. We've got. Oh, let me turn this down. Okay. Let's see. We've got Miss Pinky's here. Hello, Miss Pinky. And Leanne, hello. How are you? Mystic Mima, hello, darling. How are you doing? And Sherry Ann, hello, dear. Leanne is with us. Yes, good. Everybody can hear me. Because who knows? Every time I turn this on, I just never know what I'm gonna get. So I'm glad everybody can hear and see what's going on. And let's see who else is with us. Miss Susan's with us. I seen her in there. There she is. Hello, Miss Betty. How are you? So glad you could join us. Fantastic. All of these lovely ladies come to hang out. So much good. Did everybody have a great Sunday? I hope everybody had a wonderful day. Mine was pretty good until I decided to take the dog out last time. And kind of slipped on the ice, but I'll be all right. Hello, Sir Wayne. How are you? The sugar daddy is in the house. Wonderful to see you. And let's see here. I always forget, I have to take the headphones off. I forget nobody's talking to me. There we go. Let's put that on there so everybody can see what's going on. Everybody have a good weekend? I hope so. It was kind of a weird weekend here. I don't know. It's just kind of blah feeling. So I really didn't get much accomplished. Not everything that I wanted to, anyway. But yes, Wayne has come to spend a little time with the girls. Oh my God, could you handle it, Wayne? You're outnumbered. Wayne is outnumbered. Oh, that's it. Rob's in the house too. Oh, thanks. Rob, you know what? I'm going to feel it tonight. I'm going to feel it tonight, because I had to go out and clean up, the yard a little bit for the dog. And who knew that, the last step was just ice. And yeah, I found out. So thank God I didn't break anything. So I'm just happy with that. Nothing's broke, but it's going to hurt. Miss Caroline, hello, welcome. I wanted to see if Sage was going to pop in because I wanted to play the song that Miss Sage made for me, and I wanted to share it with everybody. Let's see. Take care of yourself, Laura. No falling down. Yeah, I know. I didn't plan on it, but when it says still not enough, you outnumber me. Yeah. That's all right. More are going to come in, Wayne. So just be prepared. Be prepared, man. So yeah, I know. It's the dog's fault. No, let me turn this light on so you guys can see what we're looking at. It is what it is. But then I had to, tell my father, said, get the rock salt out and sprinkle it out there because I didn't want him to go out there and slip and fall. Last thing I need is, an elderly parent with a busted hip. Oh my God. Then I just have to check myself into the nut house. So yeah, dog pile on Wayne and Rob. Only two guys here. They're going to get mauled. Get ready. So yeah, I wanted to play the song, but Sage hasn't popped in yet. I don't know if she's going to. So I'm just going to play it for everybody. She knows what it sounds like. Excuse me. And I hope you guys enjoy it. I really liked it, and I thought it was very kind of her to make up a song for me to use on my channel. Here we go.
Midnight rustles in the dry leaves, the cold air on my skin bites. Shadows slipping through the grave, something is not quite right. Footsteps echo but no one is near, whispered voices ring in my ear. Oh, did you hear that? Or am I insane? I am silent, but a whisper remains. Cross out where the lost collide, cross out where the truth ain't brushed aside. Phantom whispers crawling in my head of secrets that aren't quite dead. That aren't quite dead. Whispers among graves calling my name. Cold hands reaching, feel my flame. Breath on my neck, I'm not alone. Raw side screaming to the unknown. Raw side where the lost collide, raw side where the truth ain't brushed aside. Phantom whispers crawling in my head of secrets that aren't quite dead. That aren't quite dead. Lights flicker, shadow leaps through the veil what sleeps beneath. Raw side, fingers brush the divide. Raw side, feel it burning inside. Da, 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 da. Oh, you wait.
There it is, guys. Thank you, Sage. What a great song. I love it. Let's see who's come to join us while we were listening to that beautiful song by Sage. Hello, Big Stu. Watching playoff football. See y'all soon. Oh, okay. He just chopped in real quick. It's all right. And who else who snuck in here? A Pink Angel. Hello, darling. Glad you could hang out with us. Yeah, it's got like that, yeah, the Stevie Nicks or yeah, Joplin vibe. I love it. So it's great tune. Thank you again, Sage. And yes, celebration day today. Beardo got his channel back up and running. Thank goodness. And that just made me really do some thinking. So I did some research online and I added it to the magazine for February on how to protect ourselves against hijacking. I mean, it's just a new year and he's already got stomped on. I mean, jeez, boy, they really got it out for him. But that's what happens when you're famous, I guess. But thank goodness it didn't take as long as it did for the other guys. It was quick, and he's back up and running. It's great. Hello, Ace. How are you? Oh, Ace is still on vacation. You lucky, lucky duck. Okay, I'm going to set this over here so I can see what everybody's saying while I'm turning my chair around. Okay, you'll see us soon. Thanks for popping in, Ace. We appreciate it. Okay, guys, this is where we are. Sorry, I didn't do my nails. But here you got a good look at what we've got put all together. All of those little gadgets and gizmos that we made are all inside the first level of the building. And I just have this put together so you can see how far it's gotten. And then I'm going to take it apart and explain what I did along the way. So this is the second level. I'm going to remove it and place it over here. And then you can see I have this section capped off. Piggy says she was swimming in the lake yesterday. A trout swam into my togs. But oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Sounds like you had a good time there, Pinky. Okay, we have this capped off. And you see here, we've got our little sign. That little sign is also going to light up as well. And I'm going to show you how this is done. If you can see there. Of course, you put the sign together. The light is going to go inside. That's where I had to put the little plug in there to keep the light in there. Run it through that base. Run it along the ways. And I put a piece of tape there to hold it secure while I glued it into position. Because all of these wires are going to go towards the back of the house and connect all together at some point. So we're going to move that over. And then you're going to see here, this is our first floor completed, except for one window, which we have to install, which we'll be doing tonight. But I'm going to show you by moving this light so you can see the inside as I describe what I did. And as you can see, on the inside, we've got a whole bunch of stuff going on. Let's turn it around so I could show you. And I did a quick little video. Hopefully you guys got a chance to catch that. You can see how I assembled everything and put it all together. And I started with, of course, putting up the walls and putting all the decorations on the walls. And then the staircase was next. There's wiring that goes through the staircase. So that's wonderful. It's hidden under there. The staircase is two parts. And if I can get this to cooperate, I'll bend it up so you can see. You've got the upper level, and then there's a lower level over here that is connected. And all of the wiring is, there's a hole provided where all that wiring is going to go into that section. So I'm going to lift this up so you can see. And there's all our little gadgets and all that stuff that we put together just to make that just the cutest thing ever. So hard when you got to work with just the low light. But this is all going to light up when we are finished. And then as you see, all of this wiring is going to that one section. And it's all going to be twisted and dropped down and hidden in underneath. I'm going to turn it around so you can see what I'm talking about. See, there's a trap door. And all the wiring and the controller is going to be going inside this space and all locked away so that nobody can see. Now the wiring is connected to two light sources in the front. Here on this one side we have is a bird cage that's going to light up. That's our light in there. And then on the other side is the broom hanging from the ceiling. That also has a light connected to it as well. Rob, thank you very much. This actually has been a little bit more of a pain in the cheeks. It really has. I discovered that, yes, again, I complained about the sticker issue where glue was not adhering and making things stick. A couple of pieces had some warping issues that I had to deal with and correct. Hi, Giselle. Welcome, welcome. So it does try the patience, but very satisfying when you actually get it to work the way that you want it to. You know, it really is. So, of course, like I said, the only thing not finished on this floor is the stained glass window that will be going in there. And I'm going to show you that. This is the stained glass window that will be going on the side of the building. And that will be going in this spot here on the inside. And the beauty of this is that there's a channel at the top of this window where that wiring will lay and drop down where it's supposed to. And that'll be going on the inside and being glued into place. So then when it lights up, the stained glass will light up. So that's how far we've gotten. Let me remove this because I don't want to jump ahead of the game here. And there's windows that we're going to be putting in and gluing the second floor in place. Let's see. And you have to do it with your nails. Yeah, the nails come in handy, to be honest with you, they do. Sometimes when you stuff so small you can't grab it, and I just pinch, 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 you know, and it's it helps out. So again, and the instructions stink. You really gotta excuse me, you really have to look them over, reread them continuously because you're not sure on what they're asking you to do. And so it's kind of, sometimes it's a bit of a mystery game that you're playing, trying to figure out what they actually want you to do. Another feature I love about this is that the blue door opens and closes. So that's really cute as well. Thanks for posting that, Pinky. Yes, I've got the new Coffee Crawl stuff in the merch store. Thank you for those who ordered, and they said they love it. They really love it. So I'm glad everybody's liking everything. Did Bill sneak in here and I didn't see it? Sir Bill is in the house, hanging out with us gals. Okay, and yeah, I do recommend, Bill, I know your daughter loves this kind of stuff. I definitely recommend her getting one. She's gonna love it, but just tell her to be prepared. The instructions stink. And if I can't figure something out, I make it work and do it my own way. That you have to have that train of thought, because sometimes stuff just doesn't work out and you got to make it work. Okay, so now I got to that part. I just want to make sure I've covered all my bases here. Been trying to keep ahead of the game, but keep things going so that you guys can see. So I've done all that. I've all installed that. That's all installed. Okay, the next one is the light in that window. And then we can put the top on. They want us to take one of the LED lamps, which I have set aside here. Oh, that's not the one. Grab the right one, girly. I set it off to the side, I think. Maybe not, so we'll just grab another one. That's all. Let's grab another one. Excuse my arm. Excuse my arm. I thought I laid one out. It's maybe a jump ship. Who knows? But I'll grab another one. And then actually, when I have this out, I'll show you what the controller looks like. This is, all the wires are going to be attached to this. And this, of course, opens up. And it has the screws. The screw's missing in this one. There's supposed to be a screw in here. Stuff from China. But anyway, it opens up. You put in your batteries. Has the switch on the front to control it, so you can turn it on and off. But that's what all of those wires you're going to solder, and we're going to have to solder them because there's too many of them, and I don't want them coming apart. And then they'll connect to these two wires, and then all of this will fit inside that little hidden compartment I showed you in the back. They give you tape to use for the wiring connections. Yeah, whatever. I recommend, I mean, it works if you don't have a soldering iron. But if you do, drag out the soldering iron and use it. It just, nothing's going to suck more if something comes apart and then you got to take it apart to make it work. And I know once you get it together, you're not going to want to take it apart. So just, yeah, save yourself that headache. And then, of course, here we've got our little LED lights. And we have to run another one across the top here and hang down. That's the one that's going to light up that stained glass window. And I like to keep this rolled up and together because when these wires get tangled up, talk about driving you nuts. So yeah, do your best to keep them neat and together in a nice little roll. And I always return everything back to its original bags, because if you don't and it gets lost, then what do? You know what I mean? So put that back in the box. And here is the wires the wire we're going to be working with. And let me see. Let me get caught up here. Did somebody pop in? Sarah B's here. Hello, Sarah. How are you? Welcome, welcome. And if you have any questions, just shout them out. I'll try to catch them as we go along. Sorry, I missed where you got the kit. Giselle, I got these as gifts, but you can order them on Amazon. All different kinds. We're lucky enough that we have a hobby shop here that sells RC vehicles, and in the back of that store, they have a load of these. And the only reason I know that is because my son is into RC cars, and he goes to this specialty store, and he got me the castle, the Ember Castle, for Christmas. So that would be my next one. So, and they range from all different prices. They've got the little Book Nook ones where you get them for like $20, all the way up to $100 and something. It depends on how much you want to spend and how much you want to get into it. I'll stay for as long as I can, Laura. I'm in bed watching. Got a busy day tomorrow. That's fine, Rob. That's fine. We'll talk you to sleep. How about that? Okay, now I want to make sure that I am putting this wire in the correct place. Now see, also, another complaint about the directions. They're not telling me to put the window in. Okay, so I've got to sit here like a goob and figure out when I'm supposed to put the window in. It does not say when to put the window in. So you know what we're gonna do is we're gonna install the wire after I put the window in. That would just make sense because it's gonna be tucked in there anyway, and the light is gonna be hiding, in the channel. So let's put the window in. I think I found the wire that I was looking for. I did. Haha. See? Told you. Jump ship on me, and then it shows up after I grab another one. Got this great new bottle of glue. It's this way. Makes it so much easier. Just that little dab on your plastic piece. And get the junk out of the way. And then I clean off my knife. And let's see. I'm not sleeping yet. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. Would you like us to sing you a lullaby? We could sing you a lullaby. All right. Now, always do a dry fit. Like in any project, you're going to do a dry fit just to make sure you have what you want in the right place. So I'm just going to do a dry fit on this window. See where it's going to set. It's going to set in there perfectly. Perfectly. And then I also have to remember that wiring is going behind that window and that crease, that section there. But I can't put all the wiring in there until I install this. And then there's going to be a cover that's going to go over it again to hide the excess wiring. But you also want to make sure, turning it around, that your window is centered. Do the best that you can to make sure that it's where you want it, how high up you're going to do with it. Again, a judgment call. Make sure it's flush with this outer wall, and then it should set like that beautifully. Again, I got to turn it around for my vantage point so I know what I'm doing. And then always double check, just like before you, any kind of construction work, measure twice, cut once. Same thing with this kind of thing. Reread the instructions 2-3 times just to make sure you've got your placement. So I'm looking and I'm looking, I'm checking. And I'm excited to get the second floor on so that we can put that together. Just the looking and the looking. Okay. I'm going to attempt to put this window in. My best bet is to put the glue on the window itself and then slide it into place. Putting some on that bottom. Should good. Okay, I just noticed this right here. On the bottom of this window, I have a perforated edge, and it's what that's telling me is it needs to be bent inward. So you're making like a little box type deal thing. Now, the trick with this is you're going to have 3 hands. Be very gentle with it, because the plastic, the stained glass plastic, it's a pain in the butt to keep that glue on there without that breaking away from the framework, and then we'd have to re-glue it and then wait. So I bend it at each of those points and then fold it down with my finger so that I have the fold that I need. And then now I can apply my glue. So let's go on, let me see. I do this, I always, thanks everyone, shoot. Issues, no more wrestling, boys. Oh. See, I missed what you guys are saying in the chat. So I'm applying liberally. A little bit of that glue action. And then on the front part of that window, just right on the edges. So I'm going to grab that top section and then just run it, a bead of it right along that edge. Can you guys see? Right along that edge, so that we can get that to adhere. There we go. Flip her over. Now, a lot of people ask why I use a piece of plastic like an envelope or whatever to put my glue on. Simple reason is I don't waste a lot of the glue. Like if you put it on something paper or if you put it on like a paper product, it absorbs in there. You're wasting glue. It dries faster because that paper product is going to absorb the moisture. The plastic, it stays wet a little longer. And then the beauty of it is I can use this over and over again, because when the glue dries on here, I just peel it off, throw it out, and I've got a clean surface again. Pretty awesome. Awesome sauce. Okay, so now I am going to grab this with my trusty tweezers. And I'm going to drop that into place the best that I can. This is where the nails come in handy, because now I'm going to push that into place, turning it around to my advantage here to make sure that it's not crooked like it is. Turn it around, push it down, push it into place. And don't worry about that excess. That'll give like a seal, and it will dry clear. With the plastic pieces, I always recommend having that little bit of extra glue to give you that bit of security. And now we can install that light. So let's get it. Let's get it on. Got two of them going around all over here. Okay, let me see. Right, I'm going to get some sleep. Good night, everybody. Pink Angel, thanks for hanging out with us. I appreciate it. You have a great evening. Excuse me. Hey, Friday. How's it going, Friday? You have a great weekend. I hope so. Okay, this is where tape becomes your best friend because you have these. They want you to glue it and stick it, is what they say. Well, it's not gonna. I can't sit here and hold this forever. So I'm gonna put that light down in there. See how that's gonna go? Can you see that? How that's going in there? Okay, and these wires are gonna combine with these wires. So I'm going to position that light to where I want it. And actually, we are going to have to tape it and let it stay in place for just a little bit. And then it gives me a chance to get caught up in chat while we give that chance to set. So I'm going to take the tip of my knife. Add a little bit of glue in here. Excuse me. Add a little glue to that window area so that will stick in place. I'm going to bend it and hold it just for a moment. How's it going, Friday? Friday's come to check out my wiring. Oh, God, the pressure. The pressure. Can't criticize that until I hook it up and it don't work. Then you can you can say something. Okay, this is where I get a little tape and then just clip a little strip. Yes, I have tape pieces stuck to my lamp. If you see me reaching up, that's what I'm doing. I'm grabbing tape. And I'm going to put this and tape it down just to hold it in place for a moment. For a moment. So it gives it time just to set up a little bit. And then because I'm going to take them, twist them together, and then stick it down in the space provided. Yes, yes, yes. Sleep well, darling. So like I said, the pressure. Friday's going to be like, yeah, that's not what you know. That's not what you're doing. You got to show up on the day when I do the soldering. So, oh, she's fading out too. I better sit up. Oh, Mystic, if you gotta go. That's all right. I understand. Everybody got tired out. So long as the house don't burn down, the wiring's fine. Yeah, I haven't had a fire yet Friday, so I must know what I'm doing. I burnt my fingers. I have a bad habit of putting my fingers in the way of soldering iron. You'd think I'd learn, you know? Just one of the casualties, right? One of the casualties of doing this kind of stuff. Okay, just gonna double check, see what I got going on. All right, well, the miracle will be amazing if I get that to stay, but we're gonna do our best. I still want it to set just a little bit longer before I start playing around with it. Laura, it's too early for that. It's too early for you to go to bed? I know, it's only, what is it now? 7:30 here. $7:30 here. So she's going to stick around. That's all right. You can stay as long as you like, dear lady. So anybody do anything fun this weekend, or did everybody just hibernate? I don't know. Our weather here. Yeah, Bill could tell you. Oh, and I also want to apologize to dear Sage. Oh my goodness. And Bill, I went to bed early. And as soon as I left, I found out that there was a troll raid on Bill's show. And poor Sage was there manning the ship. I'm so sorry. If I had known, I would have popped right back on. So I guess I'm just gonna have to hang out from that. See, they leave the minute I took off. They they showed up. I have about 4 scars on my hands from an iron. One is over 30 years old. I know. Well, Friday, what is? I don't use the soldering iron that I have is basically a smaller unit, and it's I use it for jewelry purposes. Uh, I use the professional big soldering iron that my father has, that he's used on jobs and stuff, because my father used electronics is my father's thing. And so he used to put together all kinds of circuit boards and stuff. So he's got like the big mama. And so usually what I do is I go down there and say, okay, Dad, here, I'll hold the light. You do the soldering, because that thing scares the hell out of me. It'd probably burn a hole right to the bone. So it's a big one. Hey, Mark, how's it going? How is it going? Let's see. It's never too early for anything. Oh, the old ones are so much better. Yeah, he's had it for a long time, but it's got all the settings. I mean, it's just it's an amazing piece of equipment, and he's used it for years. But the one I have, it's just a single one with the there's no dials, no temperature adjustments, nothing like that, like what he's got. And I've burnt myself on the one I've got. I can't imagine. No, I don't even want to touch the one he has. I want to keep the skin. Let's see. No worries, Laura. They don't bug me anymore, but Sage saved me. Oh, yeah. I seen that this morning. And I'm thinking, oh, you got it. As soon as I left, they must have just started popping in. I know. It's terrible. I leave the trolls to be mods. You know how the rule is. If they don't behave, just throw them out. This year, I'm not going to put up with anything. None of it. Quite a few weirdos on Hillside last night. And on Monday, had a few as well. We've got an increase in weirdos. We do. Hello, Mr. Prism. Oh, I'm so sorry you're under the weather. How are you feeling? What's going on? Are you sick? Did you catch the flu? It's funny. I kept playing Fantastica's troll song through my head last night. Oh, yeah. I do love that. That is funny. Her troll song. It's it's cute. But they do. Well, I woke up to somebody making a comment. This is a new guy on the block. He's only got 5 subscribers, but he is vowing to get rid of all of the fakers in the paranormal. And he made a comment on one of the photographs of shorts that I posted, saying that there's nothing paranormal on this show, on this channel. I'm like, what? I just got rid of it. I'm thinking, okay, buddy, show me your credentials. What makes you an authority? I get good people too, so I take the good with the bad. Yeah, we all have to do that. But I've just, vowed that it's if you don't behave, I don't care. You're done. I do this because I enjoy it. I enjoy the people that I'm chatting with, that are my crew. I love you guys, and I just don't need the crap. And I've stayed out of all that drama that's going on. I want nothing to do with it. It's a nightmare, and I don't need the nightmare. Mystic says who? You know what? I don't want to say the name on the channel. But it's a new guy, and he vows to get rid of all of the fakes. So apparently, well, he didn't say that I was fake. He just said there was nothing paranormal about my channel. And I was going to respond, well, dude, I'm an interviewer. I don't get out much to do investigations, but I am an investigator. I am a debunker. But the main channel is interviews. And if he had paid any attention to any of the videos on my channel, he would have seen that. So he's just, blowing smoke out of his ass. The one thing about those channel trolls is they get removed and don't go trying to get revenge like others do. Yeah, it takes all different kinds, I guess. I don't know. Like the last deal that went on, that just I just nipped that right in the bud. And I just told the person that my mods know what they're supposed to do, and I leave it to their judgment. And I'm sorry that they can't handle that. It's not my problem. I've been cutting back on chats and I'm out of the loop. Oh, Mystic, you don't even want to know. You don't want to know. It's just ridiculous. So the way to just take care of it is nip it in the bud. Welcome back there, Friday. Okay, let's see if we can play around with this. Because we've got to get this into place before I can put that top piece on. So I'm just going to peel back. Also, if you ever use tape to hold something and secure, hold the piece that you're securing and pull that tape off gently. Because if not, you're going to rip it right off and then you're starting all over. You're starting all over again. And see, I didn't let it sit long enough. That's all right, because I don't want to hold everybody up. I will make it work. So I'm going to gather all of those wires together. And then we're going to start to twist the big group first, because we can't just sit here and wait for that to dry. That's why I do everything ahead of time, so that you guys don't have to wait. Don't twist the crap out of the wire, because then if you put a kink in it or a break in it, you're done. It's not going to work. Gently twist it into a nice little rope so that you could put it in placement. Put those around, and then take the new one that we just put in, incorporate it into that rope. Just be as gentle as you can. Nothing worse than getting all that wiring together and then you go hook it up and none of it works. Guess what happens then? You either take it apart or you say, F it, it ain't gonna light up. I know I have kids and grandkids who don't get basement trolls. Let's see, a lot of them seem to have made a career out of being annoying. Yes, they are. They are annoying. But this person this morning, he's a newbie. So, just a heads up, guys. Just a heads up. Someone new is coming around, gonna start trouble. Apparently he doesn't have a job, so he's got to, be an annoyance on the internet. You just gotta love it. So let's twist this. I didn't do it the way I liked it. I'm gonna do it again. And that one wire looks kind of short. I hope it fits to where it's supposed to go. Now the fun part is getting it in where it's got to go. So what I normally do is that lovely tape, or even just a regular tape that you got. I take these pieces together just till I can figure out how to get it down in there. And then I remove that tape. I don't know. I don't think one of these wires is going to fit. Not the way that they want it to. Okay, let's see if we can get it down in there. I do it in sections, the longer sections first. Let's see if we can. What's going on with Mr. Prism? Looks like really cool that you're making. Oh, thank you. I'm a bit tense because I have to defend my physical and mental disabilities tomorrow. Oh, I've been there. Dear sir. You know what? You just go in there and tell them the truth. And of course, you go by what your lawyers say and what the doctors say. We'll pray that everything works out really well for you. It's not a good time. They don't make it convenient or easy for anybody that has to apply for this stuff. Okay, so I'm checking to see if we, oh my goodness. I'm not going to say it because I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to ruin it. I think it's going. It is, because I just grabbed it on the other side. Oh, So it did go down where it's supposed to go. We have step one anyway. Put that in there. Always guide it with your fingers. If you guys can see that, guide it with your fingers because it can get knotted and kinked. You don't want that to happen. I still got a couple of wires here that look like a little short. I hope not, because then we're going to have to brainwash and figure this out. Find the right one. See that loop there? You got to find the right one to pull. And that's not it. Where the hell is it? That one didn't go all the way through. Let's push it down. Push, 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 push. Push, please push. Okay. And we have a little bit of an issue. That's where these pointed tweezers come into play. Have a great one, Rob. Oh, Rob's leaving us. Right, it's bedtime for me. Much love to you all, especially Susan and Caroline. Oh, I see. Favoring. You got your favorites. What's up with that? Wonderful. Now I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this up so that I can see if I can find that wire that is not coming through. And I think I see it. That's what the tweezer isn't going to work. I'm going to use the tip. Be very careful of the X-Acto knife to see if I can guide that through the hole. If you guys seen the hole, you'd be like, what are you, insane? It's very small. I gotta see where this wire is. Come on. Oh, there it is. I see the tip of it. I see it. I see it. Grab these pliers or tweezers, and I'm going to grab the tip of that and pull it through. Come on. Come on. Drop it down a little more. Yes, I can. Oh, one third. Grab whatever tool you can to help you grab that. And get it the heck out of there. So I'm a little concerned about that shorty. I don't know about that one. Yeah, it's really difficult when you have to go, hey, Golf Gal, how's it going? You're here for the fun part of wiring. Drive yourself insane with a little bit of wiring. Why not? There it is. I grabbed it. I did it. Pull that loop through. Awesome. It is 11:46 in Melbourne. Nice. Okay, now here's the one I was concerned about. This shorty. Two shorties I got. I'm hoping that they reach. I don't know, guys. I might have to put extensions on those. And if I do, that means you guys are going to have to wait and see what happens because I'm not going to be able to do that here. But I'm going to feed it down through. I want to be able to get it done so that you guys can see. Hopefully it'll follow the line of the rope that we've made. All right, this is when I can remove the tape now. Let's see what's going on. Laura, screw the new trolls and drama that has been going on lately. I'm so done with people being able to have selves. Yeah, me too. Well, I pretty much made it. I don't make resolutions, but as far as YouTube goes, I did. I made a resolution that I'm done with it. I'm done trying to make everybody happy, trying to fix everything. If you don't behave yourselves here, like I said, my mods know you're just going to get thrown out. I don't have time for that. I don't want, my crew to go through that. We shouldn't have to go. We're here to enjoy ourselves. So we shouldn't have to go through that garbage. And that shorty went through. Hey guys, it made it. It made it. Holy man. You have no idea how happy I am. I'm so happy that reached. I didn't think it was going to reach. Yes, I was wrong. But there we go. We pulled that rope through. Let's pull them all in. Well, there's the one I was looking for. There we go. And then that new one that we put in, let's see if we can get that to come back even further, because I want it to, if you can see, it's kind of sticking out there. I want to have it leveled off. So what I'm going to do is find it. And it should be actually the longest piece that I have going on here because it's the newest. And there it is. And we're going to pull that over to the side. Come on. Grab the gray one. And you do notice, it's very important to notice when you guys are doing the wiring. These wires, if you look at them, you'll see that they look, well, of course, I wish this would focus better, but they both look white. They're not. One is a very light gray and the other is a white. And it's very important for when we hook up the wires together. You got to make sure that they all go together so you have that continual circuit. If not, you're going to blow out your lights and it's going to mess it all up. So you got to make sure that that's very, very important. Let's see. Absolutely. Are you in the US? Yeah, Mr. Prism. No, I think he's in the UK. Am I correct? It's different rules for them. Here, as long as you go by your lawyer, don't listen to any lawyer for the other side. Only talk to your own lawyers. Do what they tell you. Usually here, people for disability get turned down the first time. And then the second time when you go back, you get it. I've been through it. It's just a horrible mess. Going into work mode to get some fabulous family. Oh, what do you think for dinner? What do you think for dinner, Sage? We had an awesome dinner. We had barbecued beef country style spare ribs. Oh my God. They were really good. I cooked them in the crock pot and they were just awesome. I could have went for more, but I didn't. Okay, so now that I've got that pulled to where I want it, I'm going to bend that to suit what I want. And there it goes. It's down. It's going to work. It's going to work. Just bend that just a little bit inward towards that window. And if you're more comfortable with it, you can also try to glue it again and then put some tape over it to hold it in place. But I think that'll work just fine. Okay, so now we have all of that clean, tucked away, and out of our way so that we can put the top on the crack pot. I know. I put them in there. Oh my God, it was 5 hours later. It's hard when you're doing stuff. Especially, I wasn't feeling too hot this afternoon. So I'll lay down a little bit. It's really hard to lay down. And you've got that smell of barbecued ribs cooking in the background. I was like, this is just raw. But it was worth it because they were delicious. Susan, oh no, what the hell, man? She's headed to bed. I know, Susan's got to get up early. Thanks, sweetie, for hanging out with us. Next time you see it, it'll be done. I made some burrito mix and we're having what I lovingly refer to as burrito sandwiches. Ooh. Well, tomorrow it's going to be like probably leftovers. Who knows? I haven't decided yet. Maybe something with chicken. It's been a while since we had some chicken, so maybe something like that. I don't know. I haven't really thought about it because I get that from my father. What's cooking? I don't know. I'll get around to thinking about it sooner or later. But I decided last night that we were going to do the ribs. So we wanted to give those a go. So, okay, now that we have our wiring in place, so our room is going to light up. God willing. You know what I mean? And now we can put on that top rimmed section, which is here. And this is also, like I said, been wired. It's been put together. This was separate from this. This was all put together. We installed our light. There's our wiring for that. Remember, this is going to have to go down through there too. All of this, has got to go through that same hole. Make sure that's towards the back and out of your way. And like I said, it doesn't hurt if you have a little bit of tape to hold something in place when you're gluing. And I was going to remove it. I go, why bother? It's just a little added security so it doesn't move around. Now here I'm going to show you on this, we have actually a line cut in here. Can you see that line cut in there? That tells you where you're going to line up that top cap piece. There we go. I do dry run. Always do a dry run. Make sure that's where we want it. That looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. So we're going to squeeze out some more glue and glue that in place. That section will be all ready to rock and roll. Hey, Ozzy, how's it going? I'm in time for the light show. We're not going to hook it up yet, but soon. Let's see, now that I have finished an entire plate of spaghetti, I will be regretting it sooner or later. I will need to get more coffee. Delivery guy. My husband sneaks in and sneaks out. Eventually I'll get him on camera one day when I can learn how to put a filter. So now that we did our dry run, we know where we want it. We are going to put glue on all of this edging and put that in place. Too many carbs. Yeah, I haven't had spaghetti in like forever. That's not the one I use. See, I have the big Mama Jama. I don't use that for glue. I use the smaller one. If I can maneuver it easier. So I'm going to put a healthy bead of glue all along this. Gee, is any of this inspiring anybody to go out and get their own kits? I know that, actually, I've noticed a lot of people are interested in miniatures, which is great because they're so much fun. Cheryl, our beloved Cheza, she's doing them. And I told her she needs to get online and show us. Who was it? I forgot. Somebody else had mentioned that their son, wasn't it? Somebody's son. Who was I talking to? Bad memory. Oh my God. Their son just put one together. I can't remember whose son it was. And it was adorable. And of course, this is still making me think, gee, maybe I should redo the large dollhouse. That means I'd have to have my son come over, help me carry it back upstairs, set it up, and then start stripping it down so I could redo it. Of course, that would be, I'm telling, about a year's project. You guys would probably get bored with it by then. So we're just a nice layer of glue on this whole thing because you want it to stay in place. And I'm going to have to squeeze out a little bit more. Maybe it's just that I am diabetic and a huge amount of starch, sugars, and sauce. But it's much good. It wasn't about to say no. Oh, you're such a good hubby. Yeah, you got to watch what you eat. It's so hard. I've been looking at kits, and yes, I need time. And I need time and magnifying glass. Yes. Well, you see that I use cheaters. You guys know I have the cheaters on, so I can reach that. Otherwise, forget it's blurry. But this is like the best magnifying glass I've ever bought. I'm telling you, it was like $17. It has different settings. I love it because it's on a stand. The best thing I've ever got. It's perfect for this and all that small stuff because it gives you that space. When you have it set up in front of you, you've got that space between the glass and the piece you're working on, so you can hold it and see right there. It's just really a good magnifying glass. Like I said, I got it Amazon. It was like 17 something. Well worth it. Because now I can see everything. And when you're doing these kits, like I said, the instructions really stink. So sometimes you've got to look at the picture so you know what you're doing. And that magnifying glass helps you see the photograph of the finished product and where something might be placed, because they just don't do a good job with the instructions. It's that's the bad part about it. All right, now you're going to take this piece, line it up with that line. Don't push down on it until you know you've got complete placement and that your wire is out of the way. And even if you've got to just turn it on its side, take the magnifying glass to give you a little extra light. Pull that into placement. Make sure it's all lined up, and it is. Now that's when I tell you to push down on it and hold it for a minute. And then you can also get some tape and tape it up. We're going to hold it for a second, and then I'll tape it, and then put the other section on. Oh, let's see. I've been looking at kids yesterday, and I find this. Friday, my sister is diabetic. You really need to watch your sugar, sweetie. Yeah, you do. They have me on metformin, but I'm taking time. Oh, my grandfather. Is it? Oh, you're type 2. Oh, yeah. So if you just watch your diet. Because I had a friend of mine who was type 2. And he changed his diet completely. And now he's off all medications. Even his blood pressure meds. He takes no medications now. I have a similar magnifier when I dabble in electronics. Oh, it is perfect for electronics. I just love it. It's different light settings, just fantastic. One of the better pieces of equipment that I bought. What is this? Oh, booger, I'm good, thanks. And I hope you were too after falling on your ass. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was a ride. And I'm trying to hurry up because I wanted to get back and finish watching Bristol, and slipped. I'm thinking, oh shit, I don't believe this. At least I didn't break any. But like I said, when I go to bed tonight, that's when it's going to start hurting. That's when it's going to say, hey, remember me? You fell and busted your ass? Okay. Regular packing tape, guys. Easy. Easy to remove. That's the point. Don't use like Gorilla Tape or anything like that. Man down. Excuse me. And I just cut it into strips to achieve what I want. I always stick it to the light. Tape all over. So then I just adhere it to the top of this. Let's let this sit for a little while with the tape on. Now you got to be careful because this has a paper designer on it. You don't want to stick it to that. Just stick it to that window frame just to give you a little bit of pressure to hold it down. And then we'll let it sit a little bit. And in the meantime, I can get the tweezers that I want to come through. Because it's all over. I did it. Okay. Now let that sit for that. Now remember, you're going to have to put this wiring down in place before you put that other piece on. Moon keeps watching my levels every day. Nima, I hope she came. Okay. Let's see. Is she okay? Oh, she's on insulin now. Oh, no. Oh, no. Betty says, I couldn't do miniatures. I would drop the pieces. I drop them all the time, Betty. Because the fingers are just like, yeah, whatever. We don't want to hold on to that. I drop them all the time. I'll put stuff together and I break it. So that's all part of the experience. I know Steph's not in here because she's freaking out. So she freaks out just watching. Caroline's got fires in her area? Really? Oh my goodness. What did I miss? Hope you're okay and nothing too serious. So while we're letting it set up a little bit, again, I'm going to twist this a little bit, go with the rope theme, and then slide this down into that chamber as well. So that we could get that through. slide her into place. Down it goes. It's usually very cooperative, so that's the beauty of it. But when it's not, you do a little jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Try to maneuver it through that small space. And let's see what we can accomplish here. Now, seeing that I've got all of this wiring in that one corner, I'm going to see if I can work this down in there. I might not want to do it. Wait. I'm going to have to move this to my advantage, guys, so that I can see where that wiring is. We just got to get it down in there. So the only issue with this is, like I said, when you're trying to grab it without breaking anything, just take your time. Just be gentle. Always work it to your advantage. It's the best you can do. Try to get that kink out of there. Push it down. I might have to help guide it. I can see through there. So I'm going to get that thin knife, clean that edge off. I know, my bad. I'm doing it with my fingers. And I'm going to try to guide it with that knife tip. And of course, I usually have also what would help. Use extra tools that you might have laying around that you wouldn't think that would be good. I didn't bring in the long sewing needle I have. It's a really long one with a dull end on it. That usually helps. So you could just shove it down in there. And I forgot to bring it in here. We need a little light. There we go. Let me see it. Pushing down in this where they are. Oh, I see it. There's one. Let's grab it. And hopefully by pulling this one in, it'll pull the other one with it. A little bit more. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. I can't do Arnold. Bill is the Arnold guy. Oh. Come on. Come on. There's one. Come on with the other one. Pull the other one through too. Work with me here. No, just the one. Alright, come on. I can't do Arnold like Bill does. You can do it. That's about it. So. I know that's pretty sad, Arnold, isn't it? Oh, the fire sounds scary. I didn't even know that was going on. My God, I'm so. Hey, Tim, how's it going? I hope everything's okay. Yes, Ozzy, I'm in the middle of Melbourne. I used to live in the bush. Oh, my goodness. That's always scary. Okay, we've got that one pulled through. Come on, where's the other one hiding? It's pulling with it, so it's there somewhere. Where is it? I don't know. I went into the wire abyss, apparently, because I don't. It's got to be there somewhere. It pulled down with the other one. I got the one. Where the heck did that bugger go? That little stinker's hiding somewhere. I bet it's on the inside. Let's see if we can see it, and then I can push it down in. Yeah, that's where it went. It went. I'm going to show you where it went. Oh, can you see? Nope, you can't. Turn it this way. See that wire down in there, guys? Just hanging out on the carpet? That's where it went. It didn't go where it was supposed to. So this is how we manipulate. I got to pull it back up. I'm not going to pull it all the way up. I'm going to pull it up just to the tip. Comes parallel with that one small space. And then I'm going to poke it down in there with the knife. Actually, I want to use the tweezers because they have a bigger tip on it, and I can maneuver it better. Of course, this part, watching this part, you're just going to think, oh, hell no, I ain't doing this. You people are crazy. You know, like when I try to do editing, and I sit there for 3 hours, end up with like a 2-minute video, and I'm thinking, oh, you people are all nuts. I'm sure that's what everybody's thinking about this. Come on, guide it down in there. There we go. Really good little wire going that hole. Almost got it. I have to go. Okay. Mima, you have a great evening. Thanks for hanging out with us. I hope it didn't scare you away from doing any miniatures. They really are fun. You just got to work at some stuff, but it's definitely worth it. And like I said, I find this stuff relaxing. So, and the challenge of getting it together. There, I got it over that space. I just got to get it down in there. Come on, y'all, get in there. Let's see if I did it. Let's see it bending. I see it bending. Come on. Play nice. Yes. Stay safe. Be well. Grab the tip of that and get that sucker in there. Let's see if it did it. Did it go down? Well, it looks like it did. Let's see if it's going to come through the other side. Oh, no, is that it? I think I found it, guys. I think it worked. I see a shorty. That's it. Yay! See it going down. We got it. There it is. All in place. Footsteps echo, but no one is near. Whispered voices ring in my ear. Oh, did you hear that? Or am I insane? I am silent, but a whisper remains. Raw side where the lost collide. Raw side where the truth ain't brushed aside. Phantom whispers crawling in my
shadow leaps through the veil what sleeps beneath. Raw side, fingers brush
Hey, are we back? Are we back?
raw side.
The song will be stuck in my head till the end of time. Hello, Julie. Julie, are we good, guys? Hopefully, we are back and up and rolling again. I lost the internet. That happened earlier before the show started, so I was afraid that we were going to have an issue. So let me know that you can hear me and everything's good and we're rock and rolling.
Oh, you
All's good now? All right, cool. Yeah, here I am yammering away. And then I looked over and I'm like, oh, holy crap. The internet went out again. We've been having rain and stuff. So I'm thinking maybe we might be a wind issue or ice. I don't know. It's always something. Always. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Julie, good night. Have a great night. So we are going to. We've got that wire in place. I put it in place. I fixed that light. Put it where I wanted it. And now we can put the other part of the second floor on. Yeah, that's scary stuff when you got to deal with fires like that. Come on, stick, you little bugger. Just love it when, stuff has a mind of its own. They tell you, oh, just stick it like it's something really easy. Sure. Is the music too loud, guys? If it is, I can turn it down or turn it off. It's just let me know. I've had a few fires around us over the years, so yeah, I'm prepared. Good. Yeah, see, that's the thing. A lot of people who live in areas that have those issues, a lot of them don't do anything to prepare themselves. If I lived in an area that had that kind of thing, I'd have all kinds of stuff set up. So, to protect your property and yourself. So, get that. Yeah, we are back and running again. Internet cracked out. It's the weather. The weather is doing it too. It's doing a number on us. And I think it's supposed to start snowing too, Bill. Just to give you the heads up. Come on. Turkey. It sticks and then it pops off. Okay, I've tried several times. You know what happens now? We get tape. And I'm going to make it stick. Nobody's going to see it because it's going to be on the inside. See, sometimes you got to do stuff like this to get what you want. And of course, it's not going to show through that window. These are the things you have to put up with. I don't put it directly on the bulb, but I will put it in the channel where the wire is, so it holds that light in place. And there it is. It's hidden. Nobody will be all the wiser. It is concealed. My mom just saw a coyote in the yard. Oh my goodness. I once had a fire in my room and I picked it up and threw it in the sink and ended up with second. Oh my God, Mark. Actually, Dad had something like that happen with my uncle one time, a long time ago. And they live in Arizona and they were having barbecue and my aunt lived in a condo. And the barbecue grill was on the porch or on the balcony, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, the thing like blew up. My uncle just picked it up and threw it over the side and it threw it into the pool, the in-ground pool. And he ended up, with burns up his arms. Do you have any little pets that you have to worry about because of the coyote? My goodness, it's scary. Going around being nosy. Okay, guys, now we're ready for that top layer. I'm going to remove this piece of tape very gently. Put that off to the side, and then again, dry run on that top floor. And as you can see, I've already installed that one piece there, and then all of the pictures and the shelf on that back wall, and our stained glass windows. So then we're going to even up, and here it has 2 large notches on either side of the building, and then there's chambers here that those notches will fit into. But I still like to do a dry run. This is where I had an issue with a warped piece, and it was on this end. So when I do apply the glue, I'm going to actually have to pull this section just a little, like 1/8 of an inch at most, just so it pops into that chamber. I was trying to melt wax preparing for a project on a hot pan, and it went up like, oh my goodness, Mark, oh my God. Oh yes, Leanne, he got bombarded right after I left his program. Poor Sage got mad rushed with a bunch of trolls. She is a champion. She did well. And outside, we had a stray cat come in a month ago and probably disappeared before we could tame it down and bring it in. Oh no, wax is not easy. Even if it's out, it's hot, so it's melted wax getting splattered all over you. It's horrible. A cousin of mine, that happened too. Candle tipped over, he got covered in wax. Oh, he got burned pretty good. It is turning out pretty cool. Art. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so now that we've done the dry run, we are going to glue that top edge and put our second floor on. So put a liberal amount of glue on your tray or whatever you're using. Get all these tools back out of the way. Get that out of there. And then I'm going to apply all the way here where that notch area is, from that edge all the way over. And then up the notch side itself, because it's going to be, the piece is going to be coming down, it's going to be locking in. So remember, you want glue all over that. And then also on the top part, because it's going to go into that chamber. So you want as much coverage as possible to keep that from coming off. Applying, applying, applying. Now, I use the knife because I have better control with the knife and the bead of glue. You could use a brush, your finger, whatever you feel you're comfortable with. I use my finger a lot. And it's, this is pretty much like an Elmer's glue. So you'll be able just to scrape it right off. It comes right off. And then again, all the way across. Because when we put that piece down, we want it to stick and not come off. And we're coming around the mountain. Coming around. All right, where that stained glass window is, which is cool. I can't wait for it to light up to see how it's going to look. This is my first project with stained glass windows. Woo-hoo. And right butt up against that piece. And they're ready to rock and roll. Let's see what everybody's saying. Oh, I believe it, Mark. Is Mr. Prism leaving us? Mrs. Prism is sending you to bed. Yeah, you got to be fresh and ready to rock and roll tomorrow. Good luck to you, sir. I hope everything, please keep us posted. Hopefully everything goes well for you. Make sure you look as pathetic as you possibly can. Doesn't hurt. Every little bit helps, right? Okay, so now we're just going to, let me double check. Because we have the wires there. I gotta see if I gotta thread the wires. I must have to thread the wires through first. Because I believe they go into the same section. Good thing I checked. Yes, they do. Down through there. So yeah, I have to thread those wires through first and then lock them into position. So this is gonna be a balancing act. So we are going to, holy crap, man. Get that down in there. Try not to get glue all over yourself. Slide those wires in. My bad. I should have checked that first before I put that glue on there. Because now I gotta make sure I don't put glue on the wires because they will stick to something. And it seems to be working. So be patient with me as I thread those through. Put them down in there. Come on. Be nice. Be nice to me. Turn it around. Always turn it to your advantage. Always. Get it down in there. That's the problem. It gets so tight in these spots that they want you to cram like 40 wires in one place. All right, let's see. Let's see where we are. I'm going to be able to set this off to the side here. No, I'm not going to. I'm a big fat liar. Is that it? No, but I do see the tip of it. So I'm going to set this nowhere. This is where 3 hands come in handy, guys. Because I do see the tip of that wire. If I can grab it, we'll be gold. There it is. One. Is that the second one? It was the gray, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, that was the gray, so I got to get the white one down. Come on, darling. Get in there. Uh-huh. Is that it? That's not it. Oh. Is Pinky taking off too? Miss Pinky's leaving us. I know. You need 4 hands. Yes, I do. You do sometimes need 4 hands. So you got to have the light so I can have a little bit more light here to see what I'm doing. Hopefully that light isn't blinding anybody. You get to see my hand. Aren't you lucky? Put that down. Come on. Come on. Come on. Once I can see it, then I can grab it. Can I find it? I think I found it. No, I didn't. Oh, turd. Come on. It's right there. Did you see what I just did? No, you didn't see what I did. Okay. Don't do what I just did. Get a better grip on the knife. I stuck the point in my chest. Nice, Laura. Bad girl, bad girl. You don't say, do as I say, not as I do. That kind of deal. All right, I got the one. Come on, you turkey. One more to go. And we are in. All right, I'm going to have to turn it around again so I can see the inside, see where that wire is. Don't worry, that glue's not going to dry that fast, so we'll still have time to get this stuff in place. All right, let's see where that wire is. It's in the back corner. It's just got to get down in through the hole. You kind of do like a jumping motion. It's hard to describe. You know, like when you're tugging on something, you're going to go tug, 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 tug like that. It's kind of like that. You're bouncing it up and down just to get it to go through. I want to turn it around again. And you do that little bouncing motion to tug, 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 tug. Get in there. Let's get these out of the way. That might help. And again, I'm going to turn it so I have the light to my advantage. And I can see where the tip of that wire is. The tip of the wire. Am I losing my audience? Phone call, I'll be right back. I really would like to be in Outside Paranormal when you've been hunting the place that you had an incident. Oh, are you talking about the castle? I wish I could go back there, Mark. I did year before last and found out that somebody had bought the property and they tore down what was left. And to be honest, I think they turned it into a marijuana farm because it is totally fenced off with electric fences. You can't even go up the driveway. Because I tried to go there. I was going to go back in and take more photographs. I see the wire. Photographs of the cemetery that's in the back and do another session there just to see what I would come up with. And I can't even get in the place. And that's what I heard, that they tore everything down and filled it in, which is a shame. There we go, guys. See, I got it. And I was so upset. Actually, I was upset because nobody had restored it. They just let it fall in disrepair. Okay, so now we put that in, pulling those last two wires through so they are flush. It was really upsetting. Excuse me. So I was really hoping to be able to do that. The last photographs and stuff that I had was over 7 years ago. That's what the last photographs that I actually, that one I posted today. That's what that was of 7 years ago. Okay, so it is off, like I said, a little bit because of a warped issue. That's just, there's nothing you can do about that except work with it. And there, the tab, I just hit it with the knife and it pops right into place. So now we have there's our second floor, guys. Set and ready to roll. Push it down, hold it into place. And that glue is already on the verge of drying, so this shouldn't be long. Shouldn't take long. Hey, Jimmy. How's Jimmy doing? The Jimster. The weather here has been just horrendous. And everybody's dealing with really weird weather. And so we've got that in place. We've held it in place. It should be good to go. And if you're not sure, if you don't think you've got a good seal on it, you could always go around again on the outer side of any project and do a bead of glue all along that seam, and that'll help secure it in place for you. But there we've got the second floor set and ready to start. And then all our wires are where they belong, which is beauteous. What I wanted to do was this window. We have framing that has to be attached to this window. Oh, you're driving. Did you work today, Jimmy? So now I can turn this away so you guys aren't blinded by the light. Okay, so, and all I'm going to do is apply glue to this framework and then place it on the window. And I have enough glue on my palette that I could just use this. And you don't have to overload it. Just a nice bead. Smear it on there. Smear. Men smear. What movie is that from? Smear it on. Nice coverage. Oh, what? What did I miss? Jimmy, what did I miss? Driving? Okay, apparently those are typos. So I'm thinking, what? Whose mother's got what? Oh, okay, took boy to mom's. Okay. When I said blood and moon, I'm thinking of, dear Lord, Jimmy, what are you doing? Don't you love it? You know, when you're, that happens every time I talk into my phone because it's just easier than typing all what you want to say. It's quicker. And I'm telling you, the stuff that comes out, and my bad is I don't proofread it. I just send it. And then it's got some, and then the person on the other end's like, what? It's a freaky, weird message. Yeah. I think we're all guilty of that from time to time. A Biggie says, okay, nothing to do with it. Okay. Excuse me. Piggy's like jumping right on it. I didn't do it. That's funny. Okay, still applying. Now we gotta find a spot where I didn't stick to this. I'll stick it to my fingers. And then I just do this last outer edge here. And I'm again smearing. And then we're gonna take our tweezers and place this, center it on our windows. And I need more light so I can see where the hell I'm centering it. So turn it to my advantage. Place it over the windows as thus. Work from that center point. Push this into place. And then we have a beautiful framed stained glass window. And there it is, guys. Beautiful framed stained glass window. Let me change that. Is that going to help you any? All right, there we go. There it is. Beautiful. Blood moons are in the blood moons are a thing, you know. Oh, yes, it is. Witchcraft. Yep. Actually, because I do a section in the magazine every month on what moon is going on, and yeah, smear it. So it's the snow moon for February, and then I put in the whole folklore and stuff that goes along with each moon cycle. It's pretty cool stuff that you find out. You know, Jimmy's doing some kind of weird ritual thing. Well, he just said witchcraft. He's doing a little moon magic. So there is our window. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, now we just can move on to the next if you guys are up for it. Have you played any building games? You know what I used to like to play? What was that one? Oh my god. I can't remember the name. The Sims? Is that what it was called, guys? The Sims? Where you build the house, and then when you're done, then you end up having a family and all of that, and then you play the game. I never fed the family; they all died of starvation. I just wanted to design the house and the grounds. I didn't care if the family ate or not. I love doing those. Those were so fun. But it would say, "Oh, you got to feed this one starving." That's all right. I'm busy right now. Okay, so now we're going to be putting up the other wall, which goes over here. That's the one. Yeah. Actually, I think we still have that somewhere around here. The Sims. Hilarious. I never I never fed the people. Poor people. And I'll just pass out and die because I was more concerned about, building the house. I love doing that stuff. Okay, so now here's our other wall, our lovely wall that we're going to be putting over here. And it's nice with these, they give you a little marker that shows exactly where to put placement of the wall. My Sims burned to death. They burned to death. Oh my god. Oh, Pinky, that's just awful. They burned to death. Again, dry run, and you're going to see this wall is going to extend to the outer side of this one. So you know where you're going to put your glue. So you're going to put a glue bead on this wall here, and then on the bottom of this piece. I used to love the Sims. So fun. Now I have to go look for it. But it was a computer game. We had to put it in the CD drive of the computer to play it. So I don't even have anything I can play it on. Because I don't have that in this computer. So you put your little bit of glue there. Getting stopped at every light. So yes, easy because you can. That's good. And then some on the bottom surface of our piece. And again, shimmy. I see I went over a little bit. Use my finger. Just scrape it off on the piece there and keep going. That's where the finger comes in handy, you know? The finger. I don't know why, but all my Sims ended up being serial killers. Oh my god. Is that how far the game goes? I have no clue. Like I said, nowadays it's just, or when I did it, I built the house and it was like, you know, the hell with the family. I just want to build the house. And I would go on to the next. Now I need the light here, guys, so I can see what the hell I'm looking at. And there is the, I gotta find the right, because they have markings for the furniture as well. I want to make sure I got this thing going in the right place. Ah, it's really tight section. So that goes butts up right against that piece. So I've got to make sure it is in the right spot. Pushing that together hard up against that back wall. And then checking that it is parallel. Ooh, big words, parallel with the rest of it. A little excess. That's where the nails come in because I scrape off that excess. And then I make sure it is where it's supposed to be. There we go. Checking. Even if you're a little unsure about anything that's going to be straight, you can use the straight edge of the ruler. Make it flush with the front part of the house there. And then you just push that into place. And this butts up against it perfectly. So that works great. And then you let that, see, there we go. We have wall. Can you stand it? The Sims is memory hungry. PC and Mac, I think it's free. Sims 4 is free on PC and Mac. Streams, extensions, you got to pay for it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I just don't. Probably can have you superpowers too. I can make lights turn red at my approach. She threatens him. Better turn. Turn now. Do it now. Was that a better Arnold? Do it now. Come on, feedback, Bill. I don't. Actually, if I had Bill on camera, then he could be doing all of this, the narration and the voice of Arnold. That would be hilarious. One of my Sims was gay. Really? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Hey, Puddles, how's it going? Nice, Laura. It even looks like it's supposed to. It wouldn't if I were making it. Oh, come on. Stop shortchanging yourself. It's actually very, very easy. It really is. So we're just checking everything out, making sure everything is good to go. I always check every angle. The real fun part is going to be the wiring, because it's got to go down this little tiny hole that's in this back corner. That's going to go back into that other section. That I'll do off camera because I'm afraid there's going to be a little bit of swearing involved. Excuse me, and I don't have a swearing jar, and I don't have any coins. This girl's broke. There's no coins for a swear jar. So that's what we've got so far on the second floor. And then we move on to the next piece. And what they're asking us to do now is install the porch. Nice. Okay, so then I need that piece. I need the bottom deck piece for the porch. I don't know if you guys can see that. The deck, see, this is how these are the directions. They just tell you the number. You're supposed to remember what the hell the numbers are. The deck piece and the railings to put in place, and then we start putting on all of the little accessories on the outside and then move on into the inside. So I have that deck piece made, which is, this is the railing piece for the railing. Put it outside. That deck piece is right here in the little baggie. And like I said, I would love that. Get in the attic now. Oh, if Bill did it in the in Arnold, is that what you're saying? He does do it really well. Do it now. That's, yeah. I just don't have that Austrian flair, you know. Okay, and then with this, we also, what did I say we needed? Oh, a sign. And the sign we needed was the Magic Shop sign, which I don't think is in this bag. Yes, it is. I'm a big fat liar. It's down here. Always keep your little parts in the bags. They disappear really quick. So it's just safer when you get them done, put them in a bag or in a little box or just something so you don't go insane looking like, all right, where the hell did I put this? You don't want to go through that. It drives you nuts. So I keep all the little baggies here off to the corner and just work that way. Okay, so now we are finding out where the hell this goes. We put in the deck first and then the railings. The other part of the railings is C47, which I have not punctured out yet. And it's probably one of these. Oh, okay. Actually, that one is not for that. That's a different railing. See, good thing I checked. Because I would have had the wrong one. That one is 46. 46. So that's that one here. 42. 46 right there. Don't even tell me that. What is that for? I'm telling you, these directions. Oh. No swearing, Laura. No swearing. I have to backtrack a little bit, guys. Because I'm seeing something I don't like, but I see. Because it was not posted in the directions. I see a railing for the staircase. I shit you not. And there is nowhere in the directions stating for me to put a railing on. That just isn't right. Wow. Yep, there's going to be some more swearing. I'm going to have to figure out how to get that in there. Yeah. Are you kidding me? They're telling me to put the railings and stuff on after I've already done this. Wouldn't it have made sense to put that in the directions before we put the top on? I mean, call me crazy, but you gotta be kidding. Well, I'll be doing that later. It's gonna have to be done all with tweezers through the door. You flippin' flappin' flopper. Or as my friend's German mother used to say, frickin' frackin'. Yep. Oh my God, I don't believe that they did that. Okay, no worries. We'll figure it out. So, okay, I put the railing on, the base, and that is 46, 47. Unbelievable. And the only reason I noticed, thank you, sweetie, for putting all those on there. It's because it's right here. It shows here. Look, railing. And I'm like, what? So I'm going to have to finagle it down through this hole for the upstairs for the staircase. Oh, you creep. Total creepness. Okay. Moving on. Now, again, it tells you how imperfect a lot of these kits are. You can see right there that bump. That's a flaw in the board. So there might be damage to the ring when I poke it out. So I'm going to be really careful. If there is, I can always repair it. But this is the kind of thing that you have to put up with prefab stuff. So I'm going to get the knife. Keep our fingers, eyes, and everything crossed that we can poke this out without any damage. I'm just going to gently push down where it's attached. And it's usually attached to the centerpiece at the top and the bottom. You'll hear a snap when it breaks free. And I do it on both sides just to ensure that I'm broken it free. Yeah, I hear the wind whipping out there. That's why I lost internet. The wind is howling. And we are gently going to break that loose. There's that pop. Hear the pop? Got it. It's to the other side. It's still running through my head. Stupid railing. Oh my God. I don't know how they build houses in China, but this is kind of backwards. But well, I'll get it in there. It's like I said, I won't do it online because I guarantee there will be some swearing. And I did it. I broke it free without damaging the ring. So beauteous. And then we have the spindles for the railing, which are 47. Mark's taken off. Gonna shoot to bed 2 a.m. here. I have a golden night. Oh, you too, Mark. Thanks for hanging out. Reminded me of The Sims. That was fun. I forgot all about that game. Those poor Sims characters. Okay, we have 4 pieces of spindles for that porch. These are going to be a little more difficult because of the design. So usually the attachment is at the top and the bottom. Very gentle, just pop those loose. Try not to damage anything. And there, I heard crunching on all of them. So let's see how good we were. And we did it. We got them all out of there. Oh, it's a little stuck. No sticky. Pull it out. Last one. Come on, you turkey. And there we go. And remember, we have to sand all of these so that they sit flush on the decking of the balcony that we're going to be putting up there. Because that's going to be the decking. And you can see where it's going to sit because there's a notch in that piece. There's a notch also in that decking. So that's how that's going to sit in there. And it'll be the beginnings of your get my fat hand out of the way. That'll be where your decking is going to be. So let's sand these quick. I'll catch up on chat. Hopefully everybody will show up tomorrow for the morning brew. I enjoy that. Not like a good morning chat to get the day going. We could talk about all the crap that's been going on. Or if not, we just, as usual, talk about what we want. I know it helps me wake up in the morning. I don't know about you guys. Let's see. That's more work than building a real house. Well, it's about the same. Put it almost the same. My husband they just got done building a house. And pretty much a lot of the same problems. Defective material. Stuff like that. You gotta deal with this kind of stuff. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, as you can see, my big fat hand in the way. I'll have to use tweezers so you can see that. This is the decking part of the little balcony. And like I said, there's a little notch there. We're going to put that on and then glue it so that it is level. It's terrible. I don't want you guys. There's the glares. Come on. You can see that's where that's going to go. Again, put yourself a nice bead right on the edge of that piece for the balcony. Smear it a little bit. And put some around the side pieces of that notch. Because that notch right there, you're going to want that filled with glue. It helps hold it in place and stabilize it. Make sure you've got the right side up. And put that right in there. And then just look at it, make sure it's level. I mean, you could go as far as getting a level and doing that, but that's a little extreme, but that's up to you. Do a little cleanup there, a little bit of a messy mess. So I check to make sure that the placement is good and that it is pretty level. And it looks that way. Now, if you're nervous about it dropping down, you can also put something underneath it to help lift it up. A little piece of whatever. Slide it under there. Helps hold it up. Keep it in place. So here's a little piece of plastic here. So this will help brace it until that glue starts to settle. So we'll just give that a second or two. I have my alarm set. This should be an interesting conversation. Yeah. We always have some great conversations. Now, the house that my husband just got done, they just got done building. The person ordered 3 custom doors. $24,000 in doors. 3. Just think of that for a minute. Specialty kind of doors that they wanted, and they were delivered. It took 6 weeks to get them, mind you. So that was one thing that ticked everybody off, because they had to wait 6 weeks to get this delivery. They get to delivery, and when they open up the packages, the one large sliding glass door was shattered. So they had to call up the company and order a replacement. And then they come out and they said, well, it's going to take 6 weeks. And the contractor told them, no, it's not going to take 6 weeks. I have to have this house done in 3 weeks. It was their screw up, the delivery screw up. He says, I want these doors here in a week, or I'm taking my 24 grand somewhere else. They got the door in time. But see, this is, $8 grand a door. And what it is they had it, the doors are, the paint is just not really painted. It's baked in. It's that baked in process, curing the doors so they don't have to be painted again. So that's why it took so long to get them the first time around. So they did a rush on the other door. And every time you turn around, there was something that either wasn't delivered correctly or on time, or it was a nightmare. These people wanted to be in the house at the beginning of December. They're still not in there yet. They're still not in there yet. Because there was other parts that they had to finish before they could even make it livable. Even though the majority of the house is finished, there was still some, oh, the sewer system and stuff wasn't hooked up yet. Um, I forgot something else wasn't hooked up. So I mean, you can't live there unless you have a bathroom, you know. Oh, and the appliances weren't installed. They had a double oven thing put in there, and they're having like a cooktop that had to be installed. And so it was just one nightmare after the other. And last night was like, I'm so over this, so freaking over it. Thank God the women were very flexible, so there wasn't an issue. There's yes, wrestling tomorrow. Looking forward to it. Fantastic. Okay, guys, I'm gonna let this set up because I can't install anything else until that glue sets up. Otherwise, we're gonna have a droopy balcony. So the next time that you see me, it's pretty much gonna be put together, and we should be able to turn it on and have it light up. Because, like I said, the rest of it is just pretty much installing all of the little, you know, things that we put together. There's that shelf that's got to go in there, and then the desk is going to go on the other side, and then the roof is going to be installed. But yeah, the swearing and stuff I'll leave for off camera because that's what's going to happen. After I get off here, I'm going to try to install the railing that should have been installed 4 pages ago, and there was no mention of it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But this is stuff that we got to deal with on these miniatures. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. And like I said, the next time you see it, I should have it pretty much together. I might leave the roof for last so that you guys can see it. And then we can just flip the switch and turn it on. And have a little house. It's been so cool. I hope you guys are enjoying it. And not a lot of people are into miniatures, but it really is a great challenge. If you want to find something that's challenging, and the end result is well worth it, 100%. Just get a jar. Just go. Petals, I would, but I don't have anything to put in the jar. I'd have to put wood scraps in the jar. That's pretty much what I've got left for this month. So yeah. No, so, I got pennies. But yeah, I'm not too happy with that. Like I said, the directions that's the only bad part about this is the directions. It's just they just suck. So now I'm gonna have to install this railing through a small hole. So wish me luck. And we'll see how it turns out. Good God, I know it's gonna be something. So for a change, it'll be me swearing and not my husband. But yeah, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this. It's been a lot of fun doing this with you guys along for the ride. I didn't think anybody would be interested in seeing any of that. If you do it now. Yeah, she wants me to do it now. I don't even know if I can. No, because there is a side door here, but that's just not going to work unless I dismantle that window, and I'm afraid of breaking it, so I'm not going to do that. Oh, this is not going to be fun. It's not going to be fun. It's not. It's not going to be fun. Reminds me of the movie in the beginning. Yeah, it's just, hey, Al, how's it going, Al? But you see that, I mean, it is great. I mean, look at it. We started off with just a box full of cutouts, and it's turned into a building. So it's really, really fun. It really is. And I'm glad that I got to share it with you guys. I'm going to save some stuff for next Sunday, and like I said, then we'll be finished next Sunday and turn it on, and then you guys can see it all lit up, and hopefully it'll be well worth it. So until actually tomorrow morning, guys, if you're going to come hang out for the morning brew, come hang out, chew the fat, drink some coffee, Just please remember to hit that like, subscribe, become a member if you feel inclined to. Check out the new merch. It's fun. I've already had some people get it and they say they love it, which I'm very happy about. It's always really nice. Positive thinking, don't jinx yourself. Yeah, I know. We'll see what happens. I could just slide down in there. It'll work. So we'll see what happens. But until then, guys, thank you so much. Thank you again, Sage, for that great song. And I'm going to let the song play us out. You guys have a great night, and I hope to see everybody tomorrow morning.
Midnight rustles in the dry leaves, the cold air on my skin bites. Shadows slipping through the grave, something is not quite right. Footsteps echo, but no one is near. Whispered voices ring in my ear. Oh, did you hear that? Or am I insane? I am silent, but a whisper remains. Cross-eyed where the lost collide, cross-eyed where the truth ain't brushed aside. Phantom whispers crawling in my head of secrets that aren't quite dead. That aren't quite dead. Whispers among graves calling my name. Cold hands reaching, feel my flame. Breath on my neck, I'm not alone. Raw side screaming to the unknown. Raw side where the lost collide. Raw side where the truth ain't brushed aside.